What's up, YouTube? It's Slantz here, and it's time for me to help you cyber homies out with a Slantz Take. Today's Slantz Take is brought to you by a guy named Dusty who messaged me through my website. Now, if you guys want to give me any suggestions on what I'll talk about, just message me through YouTube or go to my website and contact me through my website. Um, but yeah, this is very, very important to me because this concerns the safety of my cyber homies, which you may know is my family, all of you. So, do you like YouTube feedback system? Okay, I'm gonna rephrase that because I think he used like the worst grammar ever. So I'm just gonna summarize this question. How do you feel about the YouTube trade reference system, and how would you change it? There you go. Wasn't that hard now, was it? No, I'm just kidding. But explanation of the system. Let's go through that first. The system is trader A goes to trader B, asks if trader B would like to trade. If they both accept, then they have to decide who sends first. That's the first problem, is sending first. So, why is sending first such a big deal? Because of scammers. Why? Because scammers are guys that decide that they're going to be awesome and go on YouTube and places like that, pretend to be other people or pretend to have stuff, and the next thing you know, they don't have it. And then when you send your stuff, it's already too late. They have it, you don't. You don't have what you wanted because they have it, or they never had it to start with, and now you're short some money or whatever it may be, and they're a little bit richer. They delete their account, you'll never see them again. That's how quickly and easily it is to be scammed on YouTube. So, how do I feel about the system? I think it's ridiculously flawed, really absurd that we need more anyways. We're trading cards on YouTube, and if I were to change it, I would make more regulation. So, I'm going to go through why I think it's so flawed and who scammers are and whatnot, and try to push this through your head that you need to protect yourself, because I don't want to see my family lose money and cards and whatever because some guy decided to be awesome and go on YouTube and steal it from you. So let's do this. First, how scammers work. They either steal identities or content of other people. They claim to have tons of refs, but if you check on their channel date when it was established, if it's a fairly new channel by fairly new, I mean like a month or lower, because that's really just about how long scammers use their YouTube account, then that's pretty. I mean, it doesn't get much harder than that. I mean, how to avoid scammers. 2 words: common sense. It's pretty easy. But let's go through how scammers work. They steal the identities and content of other people. So let's say you're a Yu-Gi-Oh guy, big Yu-Gi tuber. Post Joker is a big Yu-Gi tuber. Why? Because he's been on for so long and he trades so much or whatever. People will steal his channel by copying his background, favoriting all of his videos, so by that pretending it's their content and being, yeah, this is his second channel. People will come, trade, lose their stuff. Now, what to do to avoid that stuff is first do some research. Check and know who you are trading with. Okay, that's the most important one. And then check the legitimacy of their channel. If they have 100 trade references and their channel's been up for like 3 weeks, that's very, very unlikely, unless they're very, very active, which I really doubt. So, and if they do have 100 refs, check their videos. Do they have tons of trade binder videos? If so, it might be possible. If not, then dude, get out of here. Next, if they have no video proof of product, if they come to you and they're like, dude, I have this, you should trade me, and they have no videos, it's a bit shady. And that's when you can decide who sends first based off of that. You gotta use your gut instinct, and if they refuse, their loss, or yours, depending on if he's legitimate or not, which I really doubt. But gosh, I mean, there's so much I could talk about. Like, the system is so flawed, you have no idea. First off, people think they're God, and they decide that they're not going to follow the rules at all, and be like, no, I have five trade references, but I'm not going to trade you. Why? Because you want me to send first, and I refuse. We'll give you the right for that, You can never refuse to send first. That just makes you look stupid. Why? Because, one, you're acting like you're better than everyone else, and remember, you're in the same boat as us. You may be big on YouTube or whatever, but guarantee it, outside of YouTube, you're as big of a loser as everyone else on YouTube. Why? Because you play a card game, and so you're stuck in the same boat as us. Don't act like you're better than anyone else, because at home people make fun of you. Try to be the guy that you wish they would be to you. Don't be that big bully. Seriously, it drives me nuts. And then there's not enough regulation. Like if a guy does get scammed, it's not like he's gonna get punished for it. He's just gonna he's just gonna delete his YouTube account. No one's ever gonna know about it. This system is so flawed, and whoever made it up was a very simple-minded person. The world's not hammy-dandy where they follow all the rules and nothing happens. If you're gonna make a system, you have to make it with tons of checks and balances and at least decent regulation. This has absolutely no regulation whatsoever. And then to avoid scammers, basically you just gotta know who you're trading with. If you want to, you can find a regulator. It might cost you a little bit more, but a regulator is a guy who will say, okay, here's this dude, here's this dude. Both of you send me your stuff at the same time. Once I receive both, I'll send them to you guys. Make sure he's a really trusted guy though. And if you can't find a good regulator, I wouldn't suggest using one because both of you might get scammed. You never know. 3, talk to their references. If they have tons of references, talk to them, see what's going on, if that dude's a good trader or not. And then 4, have a little bit of common sense. A daily dose of common sense will get you a long way, and it'll definitely help you avoid getting scammed, which is a big deal to me. If you get scammed, I feel really bad for you. In the past, when I had my regular YouTube channel, I reimbursed people who got scammed just because I felt bad for them, and I might start doing that again. You never know, because come on, guys, a card game, really? You guys are gonna steal cards from each other? That makes you real tough. I'd hate to be in a fight with you. Now, final opinions on the trade ref system and stuff. One, I think we should get rid of it. It's the dumbest thing in the world. It won't save anyone and it won't help anyone. It's kind of like the law, It will help you avoid a lot of conflict, but conflict will still happen no matter what. So what happens if you just get rid of it? Who knows? People might get along better, and maybe all those big-headed, egotistical retards on YouTube won't think so highly of themselves anymore if everyone did the same, though. There are no references. It's just you, me, and a trade, And I don't know. I just think scammers are really they just tick me off. I didn't really think about scammers too much until this Slantz take, and so thanks to Dusty, I'm going to make a channel just for scammers. And by that I mean if you have ever been scammed, or if you know any scammers, or you suspect scammers, hit me up, or hit up the new channel that I'm making for scammers. It'll kind of be like a scammer police, I guess. And I think it's just another reliable way that you can. I mean, it's kind of like FBI's Most Wanted, basically, except for a freaking card game, which I think is ridiculous. But check out the channel, and it will have I'll have a link on my channel to it. And basically, all you have to do is private message it, and it'll say, hey, these people are not trusted. I'll investigate, and if I agree with you, then um, I will post them on my channel, on that channel, through a list or some what or another of untrusted traders. All right, and I don't know. You just have to check out that channel, and then you'll probably get what's going on there. So I really hope you guys stay protected, know what's going on, be aware, have common sense, don't get scammed, alright? Nah, love you guys. I'll see you guys April when my new videos come out. Tons of Slantz takes, tons of openings. Check out the new website. I have some good stuff on there. So God bless and see you guys later.